linear equations in one variable. Let's start with a simple equation. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Why is this an equation? You have an equal to sign in the statement, and what is in the left is equal to what is in the right. Sometimes when you have to find the value of something, we'll assign it a variable, which could be x, y, a, b, and so on. If you have one of such variables in the equation, then it becomes an equation in one variable. But did we miss a key term? Yes, linear. That means the degree of the equation is 1. Now what is the degree? Degree is the highest exponent of the variable. In this case, y is the variable and its exponent is 1. Y to the power of 1 is same as y. But if you consider this equation, 3x squared minus 5 is equal to 22. Here, the variable has an exponent of 2. That means the degree of the equation is 2. And so, this is not a linear equation. Now let's check this equation. X minus 2y is 7. This is an equation of degree 1. But there are two variables, x and y. That is for a later class. Today we will be focusing only on linear equations in one variable. We'll start with something simple like this, and by the end of the video, you will be able to solve some equations like this. So let's get started. First equation, x plus 3 is 14. Before starting, we'll imagine something. In a family, there's a brother and sister who always wanted to be treated equally. So if there are some candies, they want equal number of candies. One day, their father decided to give them 2 each. So they are equal now. Imagine the mother comes and gives one more candy to the brother. Now are they equal? No, unless you give another candy to the sister. Coming to our equation, if we do any arithmetic operation on one side and we do the exact same operation on the other side of the equation, then the value of the equation will not change. That being said, let's subtract 3 from both the sides of the equation. X plus 3 minus 3 is equal to 14 minus 3. Now why did we choose to subtract 3? Because this plus 3 and minus 3 will result in 0, and on the left side you will be left with only x, and in the right side we have 14 minus 3, which is 11. Now x is equal to 11 is the solution of this equation. Wasn't that simple? Let's solve this equation. 3y minus 5 is equal to 22. Now to get rid of this minus 5, we'll add 5 to both the sides. What we have is 3y minus 5 plus 5 is equal to 22 plus 5. That will give us 3y is equal to 27. Here 3y means 3 into y. So to get only y, we have to divide this term by 3. And that means we'll divide on both the sides of the equation. 3y divided by 3 is equal to 27 divided by 3. This side we have y is equal to 9. Before getting into the next set of equations, we'll quickly learn to check if the answers are correct. Here we have x is equal to 11. Let's substitute this value of x in the original equation itself. X plus 3 is 14. 11 plus 3 is 14, which is mathematically correct, which means our solution is also correct. Coming to this question, y is equal to 9. 3y will be 27. 27 minus 5 will be 22. So here again we have the right answer. Now we'll solve the next equation. X by 2 is equal to 4. Let's remember, our aim is to have only the variable on one side. Here we have x divided by 2. So to eliminate this 2, we'll multiply the left hand side by 2. Let's not forget to multiply on the other side as well. So this results in x, and 4 into 2 becomes 8. X is equal to 8 is the solution for this equation. Next equation is 2x by 3 is equal to 4. First we'll eliminate this 3. We do that by multiplying on both sides by 3. What we get is 2x is equal to 12. Now we'll divide both the sides by 2 and we get the answer x is equal to 6. Next, a by 4 plus 5 is equal to 7. First, we'll eliminate the 5. So subtract both the sides by 5. What remains is a by 4 is equal to 2. Next, to eliminate this 4, we'll multiply both the sides by 4 and we get the answer a is equal to 8. Let's try to solve the same equation in another way. What if you want to eliminate the 4 first? Can we multiply both the sides by 4? Yes, you can do it, but before that, you have to make sure that 4 is the common denominator on the left side. And how do we do that? This 5 is same as 5 by 1. So the LCM is 4 and on the numerator we get a plus 20. Now we can multiply both the sides by 4. What we get is a plus 20 is equal to 28. Next, we'll eliminate the 20 by subtracting 20 on both the sides. What results is the answer a is equal to 8. If you've understood till here clearly, we'll move on to the transposition method. First example, x plus 3 is equal to 14. What we did earlier was subtract 3 from both the sides. But now you have to remove this positive 3 from here and make it negative 3 on the other side. X is equal to 14 minus 3, which is 11. Here, before moving on to the next example, Let's remember that in this transposition method, when you move a term from one side to another side, addition will become subtraction, subtraction will become addition, multiplication will become division, and division will become multiplication. The next question. 3y minus 5 is equal to 22. First we'll move the minus 5 to the other side, which becomes plus 5. 3y is equal to 27. Then we have to move the 3 here. Since 3 is multiplied on the left side, we'll divide it on the right side. So y is equal to 27 divided by 3, or y is equal to 9. Next question. X plus 2 is equal to 3x minus 14. Here we have variables and constants on both the sides. So as a first step, we'll move all the variables to one part and the constants to the other side. So this x goes to the other side as minus x, and the minus 14 will come to this side as plus 14. 16 is equal to 2x, or you could say 2x is equal to 16. Moving this 2 to the other side becomes division. X is equal to 8. Next, let's solve two questions which look similar. First is 3x by 4 minus 2 is equal to 1. And the next one is 3x minus 2 by 4 is equal to 1. First, we'll solve this equation. Here, 3x by 4 is one term and 2 is another term. So you cannot take this 4 to the other side. Before doing that, you have to move this 2. Minus 2 here will become plus 2. 3x by 4 is equal to 3. Now you can move this 4 to the other side. So division will become multiplication. 3x is equal to 12. Finally, we'll move this 3 to the other side. Here multiplication becomes division. X is equal to 12 divided by 3, which is 4. X is equal to 4 is the solution for this equation. Now let's see what happens in this case. Here 4 is the common denominator on the left side. So first we'll move the 4 to the other side. Division becomes multiplication. 3x minus 2 is 1 into 4, which is 4. Next, we'll move the minus 2. Subtraction becomes addition. 3x is equal to 6. Then we'll move the 3. Multiplication to division. X is equal to 2 is the solution. Next question. X by 2 plus x by 3 plus x by 4 is equal to 13. Here we have 3 different terms in which all of them are fractions and they have a variable. What we do is first simplify the left side. To do that, let's find the LCM of the denominators 2, 3 and 4. the common denominator becomes 12. And in the numerator, we have 6x plus 4x plus 3x. This is equal to 13. Now we can add the x terms in the numerator. 6x plus 4x plus 3x is 13x. Now let's move this 12 to the other side. Division becomes multiplication. 13x is equal to 13 into 12. Then let's move the 13 to the other side. Multiplication to division. X is equal to 13 into 12 divided by 13, which results in 12. X is equal to 12 is the solution for this equation. With that, we come to our final question. 3a plus 4 by 2 plus a minus 1 by 2 minus a plus a by 8 is equal to 7a by 4 minus a minus 4 by 8. All the terms in this equation are fractions and they all have the variable a. But if you watch closely, this term has the variable in its denominator. So what we'll do here is keep this term on one side and move all the other terms to the other side. When we move the entire term from one side to another, we just have to change the signs. In this case, 3a plus 4 by 2 will become negative on the other side. In the same way, positive a by 8 will become minus a by 8. In the next step, we'll simplify the right hand side. Finding the LCM of the denominators, we have 8 as the common denominator. And in the numerator, we get 2 into 7a minus of a minus 4 minus 4 into 3a plus 4 minus a. That simplifies to 14a minus a plus 4 minus 12a minus 16 minus a. Now, on grouping the like terms together, we find that the variable part becomes 0 and we are left with only minus 12 by 8. What we have now is the simpler version of our original question. Now, we'll simplify minus 12 by 8 will result in minus 3 by 2. Now listen carefully. Let's take this whole denominator 2 minus a to the other side. Here, let's not make the mistake of removing this minus a separately. We'll have to move the entire denominator to the other side. Now, division becomes multiplication. Let's move the denominator on this side to the left hand side. Again, division on the right hand side will become multiplication on the other side. So what results is 2 into a minus 1 is equal to minus 3 into 2 minus a. On simplifying, 2a minus 2 is equal to minus 6 plus 3a. Now we'll move the like terms to a single side. Minus 2 plus 6 is equal to 3a minus 2a. This gives us 4 is equal to a. or A is equal to 4. This is the solution for our question.